Boom! Ski Studios in the house. What's up, people? How we doing today? Hope you're doing all right, man. Snowed around here, Out there shoveling a little bit yesterday. Snowball broke. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing when you got to put that physical work in, you know. Um, a lot going on, man. A lot going on out there, man. I seen something on the news coming from my hometown, Haverhill, and somebody got a DUI, and they actually hit a 9-year-old kid. And obviously it's sad. The 9-year-old was injured. I don't know how injured they were. I know they definitely went to the hospital, and that's like a sad thing. And everybody was, obviously, like, anybody would, they're all talking about the person that was drinking and driving. And like I think about when I seen it, I'll be honest, man, I thought about, thank God I didn't do that. Because, like, I'll tell you, when I was out there and I was drinking or I was using, before I was drinking, before I was using, like when I was clean and stuff, and if you asked me, are you going to drink and drive? I could have passed a lie detector test because I would have said, no, I'm not doing it. But the thing is people like me, when you start drinking or you start using drugs, it takes that fear away, it takes that conscience away. And all of a sudden, stuff that you wouldn't do, you were doing because you're making decisions with a compromised brain. And, like, what can I say, man? The person made a bad decision. But I'll be honest, the bad decision wasn't driving. In my mind, because I feel like it said they already had a DUI before this. You have to realize that your brain is not like everybody, the regular people's brain. Your brain is messed up. And, it was when you took that drink. That's when you messed up. It wasn't when you drove. It was when you drank. Because when you drank, you made decisions you wouldn't have normally made. You know what I mean? And, that's what I had to realize. You know what I mean? If I do whatever I got to do and I get my license back, I can't drink, man. I drink. It's crazy because I can say for the most part, when I didn't have a license, I didn't drive. You know what I mean? I didn't drive. But there was a couple times I did drive anyways. And, but, for drinking and driving or drugging and driving, I wasn't driving, dude, when I didn't have a license. But when I did have a license, dude, I'm going to drink and drive. It's like that Bill Burr joke, man. He's like, you go out to the bar, you have 6, 7, 8 beers. You do the responsible thing, man. You drove your car there. I'm driving it home. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. But it is what it is. So that's just, I don't know, my little thing on that, You guys all seen this Epstein list came out? Or it's coming out in droves, little things. They can't just give it to you all at once. It's got to be a little bit here, a little bit there. It's like, why not just put the whole thing out? You guys have been doing this for years, dude. This guy died years ago. Whether he died or somebody assisted him in it, the government and the people in charge up high, dude, wanted him to go. Because the cameras didn't work, the guards were sleeping, they got a coroner come in and he does his thing, the hyoid bone broke, and they said that with the marks on his neck and all that, somebody probably assisted him. But either way, dude, they assisted him because just with everything that happened. I guarantee you look at those guys now, I bet you they got a bunch of money in their bank account because they got paid off. You know what I mean? They definitely got paid off. And either, like, they got an inmate to come in and do it. They're saying, like, oh, check the logs and see who came on that block that wasn't there. Because he wasn't there for a long, long time. See who was on that, but he was in a place, I think, where people are long term. So if there's somebody that just switched into that block and then switched out right after it happened, because they're saying they can't get the things on that. But another thing I was going to say is, like, you see David Copperfield on there, Leonardo DiCaprio. I didn't see that one coming. But you see him always going out with, like, 18, 19-year-olds. He goes out with them to the, like, 23, and then he drops them. That's like on some R. Kelly type status. Not, obviously, he wasn't, holding them hostages or nothing, but he's just for the young girl, and he trades them in every once in a while, like a new car. You know what I mean? But they keep saying, oh, they're on the list, but no wrongdoing. Dude, who is this guy going to tell? You know what I mean? Like, I can understand, like, from my life, like, I didn't tell my family everything, but my friends knew. You know what I mean? My friends knew what I was doing. Like, my close friends that I deal with, all these people that, anybody's house that I went to or anybody that came to where I was staying, they knew what my life was like. You know what I mean? Because who do you tell? You don't just tell somebody that you don't never known and never seen, hey, by the way, I got kids. Like, dude, because somebody would have gave them up in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So, these people on the list, like especially Clinton, bro. Clinton 50 times on a plane, bro, there. And I heard he ducked Secret Service some of them times, too. David Copperfield saying to one of the kids, hey, I heard you guys get money for bringing in your friends. Like, come on, bro, you were in on it. You weren't that magical, huh? They got you. You couldn't make your name disappear out of that one. Because I'll tell you, you would have rather have done that than make the Statue of Liberty disappear. You couldn't even make your name disappear off a list. I just, me, man, I bounce around a little bit. That Katt Williams interview, that was fire, bro. Dude, and I'll tell you, like, I've been listening to other things, too. And one thing they've been saying is, like, these people that he was going against, they all hear him saying, oh, he's just mad because he didn't make it. But nobody's saying, like, oh, you're lying about everything. Steve Harvey was wearing a wig. I didn't even know until this happened. I didn't hear about it back then. And he was saying, like, one thing that Katt Williams said that kind of, like, got with me was, like, why do liars lie? Why do they lie? You know what I mean? Like, I know I lied because the stuff I was doing wasn't right. And I didn't want, other people to tell me to stop or people to call the police on me or any of that stuff. That's why I lie. But some other people, they lie just to lie. They make up lies that have nothing to do with anything. Sometimes I I won't say it's a lie, but maybe I'll exaggerate something a little bit. Maybe even on one of these videos just to make it a little bit more funnier. Even though it's hard to get to read because I can't see you guys. But, hit a like, man, if you like this. You know what I mean? Come on, do it for me. Can't get a like? Come on, man. The kid's out here speaking his truth. Actually, I'm not speaking my truth. I'm speaking the truth. You know what I mean? They were saying the difference between truth and fact is that truth is what you believe to be true. Fact is what absolutely happened. You know what I mean? And we're all like, I'm getting like way off the subject here. But I listen to so much stuff, man. It's crazy the amount of stuff I could take in these days. You know what I mean? Like, I think my brain's coming back a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Little bitty boop. Boop, boop. But, people lie. And this kid, that I don't like, I got to tell the truth. I don't like him, but he lies about everything. He was the person that was pushing more weight. He had more weapons. He did more drive-bys on houses and this and that, but yet he can't walk around the streets of Haverhill because he has to call his mom if we don't get into a house. You know what I mean? I'm calling my mom. And he was a severe alcoholic, and I had a bunch of beers and everything, and he was calling his mom because he had to go home. Yeah, because I ain't your girl, bro. You can't beat me up. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just aggravates me. Obviously, if you can't tell, I don't care for this kid. He just is. I was gonna go on his looks, but actually, I'll say something about my looks, right? I've been doing some recovery thing. I'm not allowed to say what it is because that's part of the program, but I've been going there now. I got over 6 months clean, so I've definitely been going to every one of the ones I go to for over 6 months. Not one person has asked, like, man, because look at my face, man. You notice my scars. You know what I mean? And I'm like, not one person has, like, asked me about my scars. No one. And, obviously, like, someone was like, because probably people aren't, like, paying attention to you or they're not looking directly at you. But it's like, dude, when I was in the streets, people brought that stuff up. You know what I mean? But I know, like, people speak, out in the streets, man, people ain't afraid to tell the truth. That's one thing, like, you could say about the streets that's, like, actually a positive thing. It is when people are, I'm not saying nobody lies in the streets because obviously they do. But I'm saying when it comes to, like, stuff with other people, like, people, you start pulling some BS around some people, they are going to pull you up on it. You know what I mean? Unless you're tough and all them and you're, like, putting your fear on them to where they're scared to bring it up. But like with your people that you're out there with, they're gonna pull you up on stuff and you're doing stuff or whatever, you know. But this ain't really that. But they, you know, I met somebody and I'm out in the street. They're gonna say, "Yo, what happened to your face?" Or like before, like when I just had this one, because this is the first one I got. That was a bottle, but people were like, "Oh, dude, you know, the 80s called, they want their haircut back." Because you know how, like, you know, people used to get that line, you know, when they do their hair. I used to get fades, you know what I mean? I probably even have some fades at the beginning of my videos. I'm not 100%. But in some of them, I probably do. Crazy how long I've been doing this for now. I don't know, maybe a year? Definitely over a year. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know, and I'll tell you, these scars are caused by a triple threat. BBB. It ain't the Better Business Bureau. Bottles, blades, and boots. Because I got booted. This one was a boot. Believe it or not, I got kicked in the head. You know, I tried to knock some sense into my ass. Didn't work. I still did what I wanted. That's the craziness about me out there, man. You know, but people lying and everything, man. And that Katt Williams interview was crazy, man. Like, talking about guys wearing dresses. And it's like, dude, I put it on my Facebook, but Dave Chappelle, like years ago, on my thing it said 12 years ago, so I know it was at least 12 years ago, but I think it was even longer. It was when he left the Chappelle show. And they were talking about he went to his trailer, you know, and they're like, hey. And then there was a dress in there. He goes, and all of a sudden the director comes in and he goes, and Dave's like, you know, Dave Chappelle, he's like, oh, why did, he goes, I don't know if this is my trailer, man, there's a dress in here, just go somewhere else. And they're like, oh, hey, man, I got this funny pop for you. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you got to wear a dress. He's like, I ain't wearing that, you know. He's like, oh, man, it's already been written in the script, man. You know, they rewrote the script for this. You're being difficult. And they tried to, like, guilt him into it. But he didn't do it, man. And I almost feel like that's how it is out here, man. Like, you know, obviously, I'm a Christian. And I believe in God. And you know, I don't push my will on other people, but if they, like, really ask me how I feel, I got to tell the truth. You know what I mean? You only don't tell the truth if you're doing something wrong, you know, or you're just a liar, straight liar, a compulsive liar, lying for no reason, or, you know, you're scared to be yourself. You got to be yourself, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, your conscience is you. And if you're doing that, you're actually being a disservice to other people, man. Because if you feel like you're living the right way and you're making the right decisions and you're thinking right, you got to tell your truth, man. The truth, you know. I know it's so weird living your truth, this truth, that truth, but it is the truth, man. And everything, you know, they try to make people feel like stuff is wrong when it's not. You know what I mean? And now it's to the point where it even said in the end of the Bible, I believe it's in Revelations, it talks about, I'm not 100% if it's in Revelations, but I think it is, because that's when the end of the world and everything comes in the Antichrist. But, like, they talk about everything that is bad will be good, and everything that is good will be bad. And that's, like, what they're doing, man. And these people getting, and, like, this is, like, something that's might be a little pushy, man, but, like, you know how they're giving out all the SSI and everything for them basically to take fathers out of the homes. And the mothers will only get the money if the father ain't there. Dude, women would not be having children by all these different men if they had to pay for it on their own. And it sucks because no kid should go without food, and I'm not saying that. But I don't think there would be all these kids that are running the streets with parents that aren't in their life making terrible decisions because they're getting paid to do it. You know what I mean? These people are taking SSI and they're making it their job. And when you pay people to do nothing, and then people sit around and they you know, if they go back to work and they have to work for friggin' $15 an hour, and it's going to take away their SSI. You know what I mean? And now they're like, oh, I'm going to work and now I'm getting less money. So why am I going to do that? And it's like, you know, I think they should do some type of transition, but like, you know, if somebody got a real mental disorder and they're never going to be able to work, yeah, they shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't be having kids. They really shouldn't be having kids, man. And that's not a way for someone to grow up in, that type of household, man, where their mother's brain ain't straight. You know what I mean? or their father's brain ain't straight. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it on one person, but the mothers do usually get the kids. But I have friends that are on both sides, dude, and it even happens sometimes in the mother's case. You know what I mean? Where the mother didn't do anything wrong. And, I don't put people's personal business out there, but I'm just telling you from my point of view, man, I'm telling you that they do it to both sides. It's once somebody gets their foot in the door with that thing, they just keep shimmying it open, dude. And they ain't giving people, you know what I mean? Like, and once they got their foot in your neck, they ain't letting up. You know what I mean? Like, they're not letting up, man. And they get so much money. I don't know. They make money, dude, somehow through all of this, man. With the courts, more courts and everything, you know? And, like, obviously, I don't think people should be doing drugs. I don't. And this is, like, probably a controversial thing, too. But I don't know what the answer is. But marijuana, I think marijuana should be legalized. You know what I mean? It is less harmful than alcohol. And, because they put a lot of people in jail over marijuana. And then there's just, dude, there's like guards that are in prisons and jails. They were fighting, like picketing for the law to keep marijuana illegal. Because they know that when they make it legal, less people are going to jail over that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just not, it's just a way that they have another leg up on us. You know what I mean? Like, and here's something that I think too, man. It's where I'm going a little political, this one. But, and I've gotten arguments over my father over this. But like we were talking about, illegal immigrants coming over the border. And I honestly feel like illegal immigrants, if they come over here, they should get, if they are hurt and they have to go to the hospital, I feel like they should get fixed, man. You know what I mean? Because you know why? Because it's somebody's life. And I can, I'll tell you this. What if I was born over there? You know what I mean? And I had some kids and we didn't have no money. Am I going to do whatever I can to try to make my family be all right, including breaking over a border and, trying to save somebody's life? But I also don't agree with just giving everybody free stuff and letting everybody in here. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that. But when it comes to, like, healthcare stuff, I'd say fix them and then send them back. You know what I mean? But I just believe that every life is meaningful. You know what I mean? And unless somebody is a bad person, which even then there's forgiveness. I was a bad person, dude, for a lot of my life. But I'm, like, doing the best I can every single day to be a little bit better, Not put my foot on somebody's neck and, take their wallet, It's crazy, man. I felt like, dude, I'm being honest. You know why? Because I'm giving them a chance to fight for it back. That's what my mind was. But it's like, dude, like, I came in, like, they didn't have a chance, bro. They didn't have a chance. And it's like, I was a scumbag, bro. I was a scumbag. Luckily, I have a friend, bro, that came into me and, like, put it, helped me, bro. My buddy Ray, man. He helped me, man. And he also, points out the fact that it's not credit to him, it's credit to God. Because God put him in my life and God directed him to get me. Because I do have friends that are doing better in life and I have other friends that are not and everything. But, like, out of the friends that I talk to still right now to this day, ones that are doing good, like, I don't have any that were like me. You know what I mean? Like, I not only was a drug addict, but I was, like, a violent person. And I lived my life like I thought I was Scarface. And I, obviously I stuck people up, dude. And I that was almost a form of a drug to me because I felt so powerful with that, and even when you're selling drugs, you feel like you have a power over these people, you know what I mean? Because it's crazy, but it's true, man. But I'll tell you, I felt like, for a dealer, dude, I was a good one. I didn't leave people waiting around. I didn't rip people off or any of that, but dude, I'm selling them poison, bro. You know what I mean? And it's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I know I've changed my life now, and I can only do what I could do, This one's a little bit different. I didn't really tell a story on this one. I hope you like, subscribe, comment. If you made it this far, you can hit like, dude. Come on. You got to hit it, man. Hit it right now, dude. Please. You. Hey, you're watching it, right? Hit it. Hit it. I don't know. I hope all you guys are having a great day, man. We're getting through this winter the best we can. Right? You know what's crazy, too? My accent. Because obviously I grew up in Haverhill. I was from Wakefield when I was younger, but, like, I have more of a Boston accent than most people, you know what I mean? And I know because like my friends will even like talk back to me like in the Boston accent, and I know like, yeah, you're trying to. I can tell you're talking like me, but it's weird. You know what I mean? It is weird, man. But that I have this much of an accent like this, but you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not faking it. Like 1090 Jake. You know, I don't know, dude. Like him, bro. I seen the first interview. If you even know who he is, man. The first interview he did, it was like he was talking like he was from Florida. Then now it's like all of a sudden he talks like he's from Boston. He says he's from Malden. You know, I've never seen him, but I ain't from Malden. You know what I mean? I was in a program out there for a little bit, but I'm kind of blabbering on a little bit. But I hope all you guys have a great day. God bless you all. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Tell the people in your family you love them, man. Tell your friends you love them, because you never know when it's going to be somebody's last day, and you might regret that you didn't do it. You know what I mean? I know, you know, there's people I lost, and I wish I said a little bit more to them, but you know, telling them how much I care. So just make sure you do that, man. God bless you all. Have a great night. Peace out.